there's someone in here. Finally. Yeah, if you want to say hi, just put something in the chat. I'm just talking about today. I went to a gym nearby to the spa, and there was a van there with a kind of DeFi advertising, crypto advertising on it. And I was thinking, you know what, I might get some kind of BankX BankX themed hubcaps or something. Or but no, I think that's a bit OTT there. But yeah, since we have one person in the live stream now, I guess I'll start with the updates. I'm only going to be on for the next 20 minutes or so. So, I'm going to be running community events every Sunday. And these are going to be, you'll either have to come and say something about yourself and why you think you deserve the points and what you like about BankX, and we'll do like pub quizzes, games, that sort of thing, just to get the hype going. It's basically a bit of a hype event, and that'll be every week, every Sunday. Opportunity to win some points. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell crypto community, get out there that we're giving away some free X points essentially, as long as you win the competition we're doing whichever week. That's the main update. And then the other update was, so I think there was some concerns around the rest of the tokens that are going to be in a contract available for sale at minimum 1 cent after launch. So where the confusion was is that the price of the tokens from the contract can never go below the price of the tokens from the liquidity pool. So the price of the tokens in the contract cannot go lower than a cent. So say the price of BankX token is 0.5 cents, and then you can either buy straight out of the liquidity pool for 0.5 cents, or you can buy from the contract for a cent. But if the price of the BankX token is above a cent in the liquidity pool, then the price from the contract matches that price. So they kind of they match each other. So it's not as if the price is capped at 1 cent. If those tokens are never bought, they're just kind of, they're never bought, they're just like a load of tokens that are never moved or never do anything with it. It's kind of like the OA in Hex, slightly different, but and that's what they did in Hex as well. And hey Suki, how you doing? Thank you for all your help sorting out some transaction hashes and stuff like that. That was really that helped me a lot, especially because it was a lot of hours, and that really, that was a big help getting through those transactions. So thank you. So all of the ETH or crypto that comes into that contract from the 1.2 billion tokens left, the functions of the admin on all of that crypto that comes in are going to be limited. So, because there was some confusion around, how would this look to investors? 1.2 billion tokens out there in a contract. Where's all that crypto going? Where's all that ETH going? Well, it's not just going into someone's pocket. There's going to be limitations on what the contract owner can do. I don't want to say exactly what because I think I know, but I don't want to say exactly what in case it's in case I say it wrong. So yeah, those are the main two updates that I wanted to talk about. If you want to say anything in the chat or just say hi or anything like that, you got any questions about BankX or anything, what I'm doing with the society, what I'm doing with in crypto, or timings, that sort of thing, just let me know. I'm just going to check the chats real quick. Maybe I'll do it in Telegram too. Yeah, I'll start the call in Telegram. I don't know if I can do that on my phone. Perhaps I don't really want to do it on my laptop because see all of the things. Hello. I think that's Mr. Lance right there. Yeah, so I've just gone through. Is it? Might be Fabio. He likes the booms, which is good. Yeah, I've just gone through. We're gonna be running community events on Sundays, quizzes. Or we'll do something like explain why you think you deserve the giveaway points, that sort of thing, and what you love about BankX, and then we'll pick you based on that. We'll run games every Sunday as well, and then I'll be doing these live streams every Sunday, and also run through some of the confusion around the 1.2 billion tokens left. So the confusion was that the 1.2 billion tokens would be set at 1 cent. But if the price of the BankX tokens in the liquidity pool is above 1 cent, then the tokens, the 1.2 billion tokens in that contract, will match the price of the liquidity pool. So it's not like it's being capped at 1 cent and that money is just going to the team or lots or something like that. There's going to be limitations on what the contract admin can do with the crypto that comes in. Yeah, so that clears up the confusion around it being capped at 1 cent and having to have 12 million come in before any price appreciation can occur. Yeah, and I'm just hoping for a few more people in this stream, really. I think I'm going to go live on Telegram. I'm not quite sure how to do it on my phone, however. I think that might have to be for next time. Yeah, I will be live for the next 8 minutes or so. And we'll see if we can get some people in here. Perhaps because I know AppJ and Jacob and some others had some questions about the pre-minted contract. I will get a better setup. I have a camera up here. You can see. I don't know if I can bring it down here. I don't know if you can see that, but I do have a drastically better setup. I just need to find I've been trying to find a cable for this camera for weeks, and it's just a pain. But I've got the mic here. I've got all the stuff I need, so it should be good. Yeah. All I needed now is some BankX tattoos or something. I should really get some music or something in the background. That would be good, like a chill zone. I also had these. I got all of this stuff up ready. I think what I'm gonna do is get this. There's some assets we can use, and let's see if I can make this full screen and use this as like the opening screen. And there's some more for staking and looping and things like that. So I'll use them in the beginning of the videos to kind of so people know the different things in the system straight away at the beginning of the videos. And then we can continue in this format like we have been doing. But it would be good to see. There you go. That looks good. I'm just watching myself back, watching the minting earns interest. Looks good. Hello. I see we have a new live stream watcher. So, just to recap, we went over, we're going to have community calls, community voice chats every Sunday. So there'll be 5,000 X points up for grabs. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your crypto community, let everybody know that there's some rewards, some winners rewards. Should I say that? We like that one. Going out to people who participate in the voice chats. We're going to have some games and some quizzes. That sort of thing. Get some hype going in the chats, because we love a bit of hype. Who doesn't in crypto? And yeah, that would be every Sunday. I'll also be doing these live streams every Sunday, so we can kind of chat about what's going on and talk about the system, and maybe bring some, friends in, some people in who want to learn a bit more, maybe some crypto people. And the other thing was that there was some confusion around the BankX tokens that will be in the pre-minted tokens that will be in the contract after launch. So there's about 800 million that will go to the team, staked in the CD by the team, and tokens that go out with the sacrifice. And the 1.2 billion tokens left over will be left in a contract available to buy for minimum 1 cent. So what that means is the minimum 1 cent price from the contract for BankX tokens is not the same as keeping the price at 1 cent, because the liquidity pool for BankX to ETH or BankX to BNB is completely separate from the contract. So if the price of BankX is above 1 cent in the liquidity pools, then the price of BankX in the contract will match the price in the liquidity pools. So it doesn't actually affect the price of BankX. But you can buy it from the contract if you like. If there's nothing bought out of the contract, it doesn't matter, because that's just like not bought BankX. It's not, it's just going to stay there whatever happens. It's not affecting anything. Now, if you buy from the contract, there are some advantages because you won't have slippage, and you won't have slippage. So in some cases, it will be more advantageous to buy from the contract. However, if you buy from the contract, you won't affect the liquidity pool as much. Although, if you buy from the contract, if you look at something like Hex, what they did is they took crypto from the crypto that was sent to the contract for minimum 1 cent for BankX tokens. That was then put back into the liquidity pools, and that helps to increase the price essentially, because you have more crypto coming into the contract and then going into the liquidity pool. And the functions on what the contract owner can do when crypto is sent to that contract will be limited. So there's only certain functions that the owner can do. And I think more clarity will be provided on what those functions will be. So, it's not just going to, the team and then they can do whatever they like with it. It's going to be predefined functions. So I'm not sure who's watching right now, but I hope that I think it was AppJ and Jacob who had some questions about that. So hopefully that fills you in and lets you know what's going on. I think I'm going to end this soon. I'll be around for maybe 4 minutes because it's pretty late here. I think next time I'll definitely get in the Telegram chat as well. This was just a quick one, so I could start on these streams, get it going. But yeah, let's get some hype going. Like, we're gonna get some community engagement. We're gonna get some crypto people in. We're gonna pull on the other communities, and yeah, it's gonna be good. We're gonna get some hype going. And lots of good progress being made. I think we can going on, in the world right now, especially with Russia. So Russia's now pegged the ruble to the gold standard, and they've set the price of oil and gas to a certain amount of rubles, which means that the US and the West now have to hold rubles in order to basically buy oil and gas, which is a genius move. So that means that more countries will be holding the ruble, and they're pegged to the gold, which is clearly which is clearly a far better standard than what the US has right now, which is just printing, very inflationary, and backed by nothing really. So BankX is really geopolitically, BankX is in a really good position with what's happening in the world right now, and it just seems to all be lining up. But I wonder who's in the chat right now. Send a message in the chat, so I can see who you guys are, and we can get some questions in if you like. I've already gone through. I don't know if the new person has heard it, but I've gone through. We're running community calls every Sunday, and we just clarified some misunderstandings about the pre-minted contract balance of BankX tokens after launch. So there's going to be functions. You're welcome, Suki. You're welcome. It's great to have you. I've really enjoyed the community so far. It's been great. You're all lovely people, and yeah, it really helped me out when I had a lot of those transactions to do, and the help that I got was pretty amazing. So thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Zuki. All right, I'm gonna end it in a minute and go to bed. Well, we can see who the true believers are. It's just you and me, Suki. uh, uh, well, this is the first stream, so we get the regular streams in, get the setup better each time. People will know what time we're doing streams, and yeah, should get some more engagement. I really want to make these Sunday events really kind of buzzing hype. There's another project called Hobbs Networking, and they've done an amazing job of getting hype and community engagement. And the way that they did that was basically whitelist giveaways. And what else do they do? Like games, quizzes. They had probably about 5 or 6 different moderators who would just answer your question within 2 seconds in the chat. And that's what I want to recreate in BankX. So I'm going to be running the same kinds of events. We've got some X Points giveaways. We've got some potentially other giveaways we can do down the line to get some more community engagement. So if we love BankX and we know it's going to be an absolute beast. So if you have someone who you wanna get in at the ground floor, and kind of give them an opportunity to get some X points without putting any money down, then invite them to the calls, and we should get them hooked. Yeah, you're right, Suki. It's complicated, and that's the idea of these live streams. So hopefully I can break it down. I think I'm quite good at breaking things down into kind of layman's terms. So I think the idea is to get, explain things as I am now, get people in the community who can then explain it to other people, just how do we explain it to people not tech or crypto savvy? Well, one of the things I like to do is transfer it into real life things. So, for example, with the fractional collateral, I always struggle to say this word, collateralization. You have BankX and ETH. I use something like, in one of my examples a while back, I used a watch and a car. So, for example, early on in the system, in order to mint a stable coin, mint XSD, you have to put in a high percentage of Ethereum and then a smaller percentage of BankX. So what I would say is the car is like Ethereum and the watch is like BankX, because the car is worth, say, 9,000 and the watch is worth 1,000. So what you do is, I'd say to someone who isn't tech savvy, combined that's 10,000. Then you give a bank your car and watch 10,000, and then you get 10,000 back as a loan. Then you get 5% interest on taking out that 10,000. Now that's how I explain. Yeah, I'd be down to do that. I will have to edit this video afterwards, and I think it's also really good that it's not coming from necessarily. Well, I guess I am part of the team now, but I'm also a community member, and I started in the same place as you guys. So, yeah, I'm one of you. So yeah, we could turn these into shorter videos and then share them around, little bite-sized things. I'd quite like to get a lot of hype going. So some days I'm going to make sure I have a lot of energy. Maybe I'll have a gym session before just to get me hyped up or something. Right. Wider audience. Yes. Well, the thing is, I think that when we get these calls going, we're going to have lots of people coming in from different communities. We're going to get much more engagement from the BankX community. We're going to get the hype levels up to boiling point. And when people start getting excited, they'll start making videos and they'll say, oh, this looks promising. These channels do like pre-sale videos, that sort of stuff. And hopefully it will just grow organically. I mean, that's what's worked in the past. That's what happened with Hobbs. That's what happened with other projects I've been involved in that have been very successful getting the word out. Yeah, I think we've got a good plan, and if we just stick to it, we can do well. Right. Yeah. Well, I wonder. The thing is, I I would kind of market it as free crypto, but I'm not sure about kind of the how how morally, not morally, like whether that would be looked down upon, you know, because it's like free stuff essentially. At the end of the day, it is free, but you've got to kind of participate or provide something to the community. Give a reason why you think something you like about BankX, or give a reason why you think you should get the tokens, things like that. The idea is just to get people talking about it more, get a bit of hype going around it. And I know I'm a bit relaxed today because I had a relaxing spa day, so I'm not very hyped right now, but I can be hyped. I'll be hyped on the Sunday. I'll get myself in the hype mood, and hopefully you can get some more people in here. But I think maybe I need to figure out a way to see this chat. Yeah, I'll do it on my phone. That's probably the better way. But yeah, Suki, I appreciate you keeping me company. It's like, what time is it where you are? Probably not too late. I'm like, it's like 7 minutes to 1 a.m. where I am. So it's very, very late. I've got to drive up to London tomorrow. Yeah, so if I keep that, yeah. And then you can see the site now. So I might actually go through some of the stuff that's on the site now because you may not have seen it. So there's this document section, and basically everything. I think you probably read some of the papers. It's 10 a.m. What? Where are you? That's really. It's 10 a.m. Wow, that's crazy. I was expecting you to be US based or something. Where must that be though? I don't really know. You must be 9 hours ahead, which is must be on the side. Yeah. Well, I hope it's a beautiful day where you are. It's been quite sunny recently in the UK, which is very rare. But anyway, I'll get on to this. So, if you take a look at this stuff, I think Fabio and Lance have done a brilliant job. Yeah, I will go to sleep. I just felt like I had to get this going, because now I have got it all set up. I know how to do all of it, so I can just get going every Sunday. It's just one of those days where I just had to do a little thing before I go off to London tomorrow. So you can see here all this FAQ stuff that's like, this is you don't see this very often with especially kind of smaller DeFi protocols. They don't really have that much documentation, but I'm not surprised with obviously the scope of BankX that there's so much documentation here. You know, this is a serious project. It's kind of on a Luna level, and if you look at kind of the documentation with Luna and all these big projects, it's to be honest, it's not even this simple. Like, anyone can come in, read this, and they'll know exactly what's happening in every bit of the system. So base rate will generate 5% interest in BankX token no matter how long you decide to stake. Longer base better. Yeah. It explains it really simply. So there's a bit of lag with the messages. Docs BankX chat. What do you mean, Suki? What do you mean there's a bit of a lag? I hope you can see, yeah, the page is good. I'll continue with the docs. So when we get the audit, it will be in here. Look at that, timely update. You've got all of the other audits, economic audit, the white paper. You know, this is a big document also. The amount of information is just insane here. So if you have anyone who's interested, you know, just send them here. I wonder what this is, hash. I'll just send you to that bit. Yeah. So this is basically the Bible, the BankX Bible. Yeah, Suki, it's honestly like the amount of stuff here is just incredible. I mean, if you go to GitHub as well, you can find I haven't actually had a look at this, so I don't know what's here, but let's see if there's anything here. Going on this journey with you. Nothing here yet. I think they're going to be made available later on so that people can kind of use those use some BankX marketing content for their crypto videos and things like that. But yeah, this is takes a lot to set up. It was coded from scratch as well, so this wasn't some kind of template that the team just put content in. This is a really nice interface, and yeah, I love this branding as well. I mean, the people stablecoin, when I saw that, so I just thought, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Take a look at the site as well. I mean, you've most likely seen this, but there's this calculator that's just kind of rough now. It's you can kind of, let's put in 1,000. It's just showing how it'll all look and work. So you put in the starting amount, you put in the number of days you want to keep it in circulation, and at the end of that period you'll claim back your collateral. Got a problem with that word. And then this is for looping. So there's literally amount, dollars, how long you want to keep in circulation, how many loops you want to do, and that's it. Literally. That is literally it. So anybody from any kind of skill level of crypto, from like the least crypto person to the crypto degen, can use this. Yeah, Suki, I love the branding. It's so clean. Yeah, I mean, I got it on my arm. I don't know if you can see. I mean, you've probably seen it already, but there was the Islamic Society in my student union next to my stall for the Crypto Society, and they were doing henna tattoos. So got some henna on my arms and my hands of XSD stablecoin, of BankX, and of the Crypto Society logo. But they've rubbed off a bit now. I think you can see. This camera isn't very good. I think it will be better when I have the other camera, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Alrighty, I'm a head off now because I've been on way too long. For watching. Don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. I don't know if some of you I put this link in the Crypto Society chat for my university as well, so there might be some university people in here as well. So hello if you're from the BU Crypto Society. And hello to BankXicans. I'm gonna go now. So yeah, to recap, we have community calls every Sunday. We're going to be giving out free X points. You've got to participate in the events that we have. So we're going to have games, quizzes, and things like explain why what you like about BankX, why you should get the 5,000 X points, things like this. And we're going to get some hype going. We're going to get some people in from different communities. Get the word out about BankX, and yeah, it's going to be good. And the other thing we talked about was the pre-minted tokens in the contract. So the 1.2 billion that are going to be left over from after taking away the sacrifice tokens and the tokens for the team. So the way that the contract will work is that the contract will be minimum 1 cent, and if the price of BankX is above 1 cent in the liquidity pool, not the contract, if the price of BankX is above 1 cent in the liquidity pool to ETH, then the price of that BankX can be sold at in the contract will match the price in the liquidity pool. So it's not kept at 1 cent, which means that you don't have to get rid of all these tokens to see any price appreciation. If those tokens aren't bought, they're just not bought. They're just not, they just stay there. It doesn't affect anything. And because it follows the price of the liquidity pool above a cent, it doesn't affect the price. But there will be limits on there'll be limits on the functions that the contract owner has when crypto is sent to when you buy BankX tokens from the pre-minted supply in that contract. So I think that's a good summary. I'm going to end it now. Good to chat with you all, and thank you, Suki, for being here through the majority of it. And I appreciate you all, and I'll see you next Sunday. Goodbye.